This video specifically is how to connect with Ndiche. To connect with Ndiche is easy. First, you must imbibe the culture of meditation and daily igofo. You have to be mentioning them in your daily igofo by telling them that you need their attention. You call them as you do your igofo. I've talked about igofo. I've taught you people how to do igofo in my previous videos, so maybe you need to go back and watch them. To connect with your ancestors, all you need is to use natural items. You need to be touching this nzu regularly. You need to be touching nzu. Nzu is limestone in English language. Nzu, yeah? Like you can see on your screen, these are the items that connects you with your ancestors. You use your nzu, you use your edo. You can see it on your screen. You use your hot drink. Anytime you pour a libation, make sure you're pouring 4 times. You're pouring this libation 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, according to the Igbo market days. When you do this, you're connecting with your ancestors. Or you can use orji. You can make sure you also use kola nut. The Igbo kola nut is the one that has 4 parts. Each time you touch this kola nut, you are connecting with the unseen beings or unseen forces. The Oji Igbo has 4 parts in one. These are the items that are called sacramentals in Igbo spirituality. They are sacraments or like sacred items. Once you touch any of these items and use them for prayers or meditation, all these ancestral forces will pay attention. They will come closer to know what you are saying, especially this kola nut. Oji Igbo. Any kola nut that has 4, when you break it, it has 4 in one. It's called Oji Igbo. You can use this to summon your ancestors. You speak to them and they will understand, because this is their item. It's not an item that you can chew anytime. Once you touch any of these sacred items, like I mentioned, the Oji that has 4 parts, or 5 or 6 or 7, but anything that comes from 4 is called Oji Igbo. They will have 3. The Oji 3 is called Oji Kenga, but that one is not actually common, but it can be used for some spiritual work. The Oji Kenga can be used for maybe you want to appease your Ikenga spirit. You can use Oji Kenga, but Oji Igbo is the one that has 4 parts. The ways to connect with your ancestors. Step 1 is by touching sacred items. Like I mentioned, the Unzu, the Edo, the Oji. Oji must come first. Then the hot drink, Nkwoko, that's hot drink. Then alligator pepper. There are so many things that can be used that are sacred in Igbo spirituality. These are the things you can use to connect with your ancestors. That's step 1. Because Igbo people say, "Nwata mara nna ya, amarala ndị ichie." Number 2 step of how to connect with your ancestors is by taking care of your parents. Your parents will become an ancestor one day. An ancestor is someone that is no longer existing, but is still living. The spirit still lives, because spirit doesn't die. Spirit cannot die. You cannot kill spirit. You can only settle spirit, but you cannot kill them. So taking care of your parents is very important, because if you take good care of your parents, your mom and your dad, while you are alive, when they die, their spirit will still hover around. Remember, when you are doing meditation, if your father is late, his spirit will still show up to tell you that spirit doesn't die. Only the flesh, the mortal body, that's the physical body, can die, but the spirit doesn't die. So why in Igbo spirituality we believe that spirits are very active is that it depends on how you raise your consciousness. It depends on how you program yourself and harness your spiritual energy. There is physical energy, there's mental energy, and there's also spiritual energy. When you harness this spiritual energy, it raises your level of consciousness. But nobody can reach to the level of the creator. So it's something that is step by step. But like I talked about the power structures, the Ndiche has attained a particular position or place. But nobody can reach the level of the supreme being. So when it comes to spirituality, there are forms of consciousness, there are heights, there are spiritual heights. So nobody can attain the height of the supreme being. So once you live a chaste life, you're doing what is expected of you on this gross material world. You'll be seeing how things are moving. All these entities of powers, like I mentioned, they'll be coming down to your aid. They'll be coming to help you deal with your earthly problems. It's just for you to live a chaste life. And remember again, the things you put in your head, your back brain, before you sleep is also important. Don't just be watching nude pictures of women or anything that is erotic in nature, that has to do with male and female having sexual relationship. It, when it goes to your back brain, it sends the picture back to the spirit realm, and that's the kind of things that we're playing out. Then what does it do? It attracts negative angels or negative spirits back to you, and that's where you're seeing that things are not working out each time you watch any of this nude. I'm talking to you. Anytime you watch any of these nude or erotic pictures, which is saturated in the internet, you discover things are not working as expected. This topic is very long. The next video I'll be speaking on this same topic, on how to connect with ancestors. Thanks for watching.